feel this, it's almost impossible to move across without giving up your legs or your hips, right? So what we're going to work on doing is letting go. Like, instead of just holding like this, which feels like it's the strongest position, you just kind of hold on tight with your hands. We're going to switch to a new position. So I'm going to unlock my hands. I'm going to bring my right arm all the way over it. I want to get my elbow tight to his neck and my wrist under his his armpit and his lat. Right? This hand's immediately going to come to the other side and block his hip. Because now once I put my hand like this, try to pull your knee in, his knee can't get inside. Right? I'm going to move around towards his head and I'm going to sit to my right hip. And when I do this, what you don't want to do is sit on the floor and lift your head up, because if he just makes a hard bump in, he's going to throw you right back. So when you do this, my hips are on the floor, but you'll see my right foot is back, my left foot is back pushing, and I'm keeping my head low. So if he does bump, I'm able to react to it. But now once I'm in this position, it's very easy to manipulate the person's legs in this position, especially pull your knees in real tight. If he's got his knees pulled in real tight, it's very easy to push them down. If his leg is on the floor like that, it's fairly easy for me to push his knees across. And when you do this, when you start twisting somebody's spine like this, they tend to try to turn their knees back to face you, and you can pull them in. Right? So you'll see once you get to this position, as long as you have solid balance, you can fairly easily manipulate the person's legs where you want it. I want his knees pulled towards me, and my right knee in tight to his hip. I'm going to pull his knees in. I'm going to take a big step over with my left foot. I want to get now like right over to his butt. As soon as my foot hits, I'm going to curl my leg and come to the mount. So I'm going to start from the basic side mount. I want the person on bottom to keep their knee and elbow kind of pulled together. So that'll make it basically impossible for me to just slide across. Switch the arm over the head, and as I do this, turn into me. I'm putting pressure forward. See how I'm up on my toes? I'm going to block the hip, move towards the head a little bit, and then sit. But I'm not just sitting on the floor and lifting my head up. I'm keeping myself in a position that I can react from. All right? And then, pull your knees in. I want the person to keep their knees pulled in like this. Just take your hand, swipe the knees towards you, but I'm keeping my right knee in tight to his hip. All right? So keep it nice and tight. If it's out here, he can get elbows inside. So keep your knee in tight to the hip, pull the legs down, take a big step over like to the hip and butt. Right. And as soon as your foot hits, you're driving your head forward and curling and pulling your knees in. See, I pull my feet in like right under his butt, and then I can worry about switching and controlling the head. So I want the person on bottom, keep their elbows tight like this. This is more realistic, right? So this arm swims over, I block the hip, I turn and sit, grab his legs and pull them toward me. I kind of want to pin his knees together. And I take a big step over, come up, make sure you pull your feet in tight to the butt, and then you can worry about controlling the head. One more. Block the hip and take your time here. Don't make it. It doesn't have to be a fast move. Just walk around, bring your knee in, sink your weight, push it in a little bit. Make sure that you have control of the position. If your partner pushes in, push it. You should be able to hold them. Catch the legs.